Hi, we are here to talk about PRP. PRP being used for hair restoration, skin rejuvenation, wound healing, etc. So, what is this PRP? PRP means platelet rich plasma. Just for you to understand, let's say you have an injury in the arm or forearm, a long linear cut. So, what do? We go to a doctor and the doctor sutures the injury or the cut. 10 days later, you go back to the doctor and the doctor takes off the sutures. The wound actually unites. So, how does this happen? So, when there is an injury, one of our cells in the blood, which is called platelets. So, the blood has two components, a solid component and a liquid component. The solid component, which forms the cells, we have a cell called platelet. So, this platelet gets stuck to the injured site to form what is called a platelet plug. This is how the bleeding in an injured site stops. Generally, platelets are the ones which stores most of the growth factors. So then the platelets release these growth factors or attract more growth factors into that site, and these growth factors helps to heal the wound. So this is the same principle that is followed either for hair restoration or facial rejuvenation or for wound healing. The technique is called injection of platelet rich plasma. So first, the platelet rich plasma has to be prepared from your blood. So normally how this is done is there are specialized equipments through which the blood is collected in a sterile fashion, because the blood is taken from your own body and has to be re-injected into your own skin. But this whole process has to be done in a very sterile manner. So there are specialized kits and equipments which help us to prepare this plasma, which is rich in platelets. So about 20 ml of your blood is withdrawn, just like how you donate blood or you give blood for any sample, and then it goes through a process. In this process, we try to concentrate the platelets into small amount of plasma. So the result of PRP treatment will entirely depend on how many platelets are there in the plasma that is injected. So when you prepare this, you get plasma which is rich in platelets and a plasma which is poor in platelets. The platelet rich plasma is what we require to restore hair, rejuvenate skin, heal wound, sometimes used in other medical specialties too. So what someone needs to understand is that just because PRP treatment is done doesn't guarantee a result. The principle is the same when someone does a derma rolling. So you hear many a times that people say that I did derma rolling for skin or for hair. The concept is the same. Derma roller is it's an instrument which has multiple tiny needles. So when you roll this instrument, you're creating tiny little punctate hemorrhagic points. So if you just take a derma roller home, or if somebody advises you and you're just going to roll it on your scalp without forming tiny little punctate hemorrhages, there is going to be no benefit at all. So when you create this tiny little hemorrhages, as I told you, the platelets will get stuck there to stop those bleeding points, and then they get activated and then they release the growth factor. So in both, be it derma rolling or you're injecting platelet rich plasma, we are trying to inject growth factors. So what does these growth factors do? These growth factors have the capacity to repair and restore some damaged cells. That is how they help in hair rejuvenation, skin rejuvenation, sometimes rejuvenation of cartilages in arthritis, non-healing wounds. Everywhere the principle is the same. So the difference between derma rolling and just injecting PRP is that when you roll the derma roller, sometimes those injuries not only result in aggregation of platelets, but also it can trigger off an inflammatory process. Suppose more cells other than platelets also accumulate in that region, you can have excessive hair shedding as well. This happens when a PRP is prepared as well. If this plasma is not just rich in platelets, if it's also rich in granulocytes, we call, which is another cell present in the blood, then you might have periods of excessive hair shedding as well. So you hear people doing multiple sessions of PRPs and multiple sessions of derma rolling, etc. So what is the actual protocol? The recommended protocol, now each physician can have their own protocol. What we follow at Thamira is that we recommend 3 sessions for the first cycle. Every month we do 1 session, so we do 3 sessions of PRP. Now the concentration of growth factors can also vary from individual to individual. So we also add recombinant growth factors which are ready-madely available. So in order to standardize the amount of growth factors that's present in the PRP treatment. So most of the time we, along with the patient's own PRP, we also add growth factors, other growth factors in order to standardize the concentration. This we inject it onto the subcutaneous or a subdermal tissue once a month for 3 consecutive months. Now why does it have to be done consecutively in 3 months is because when you're trying to inject growth factors, there needs to be a continuous or a constant supply of these growth factors in the area you're trying to regenerate. So we do it once a month for 3 cycles, and then we allow the hair to restore. So it doesn't happen, hair doesn't regrow overnight. So you need to wait for 3 to 4 months to see the result of 1 cycle. Suppose you are able to regenerate good amount of hair because you're regenerating the cells, the papilla of the hair is now giving rise to, or it's now coming back into the anagen phase or the growth phase. So if you are able to restore, then you repeat the PRP cycle again after 3 months. PRP is nothing but platelet rich plasma which is injected onto the subcutaneous or a subdermal tissue once a month for 3 consecutive months in order to restore, repair damaged cells in that particular part. Thank you.